A couple months ago, we bought a house. This house needed a lot of updating, and since then, we've been working towards modernizing it so it looks like a brand new home. So far, we've removed a wall and scraped popcorn ceilings. We finished demo work and got rid of the cigarette smoke smell through priming. We patched all the holes in the drywall, and now we currently have our muddier and taper, making it look all seamless. So to stay out of his way, this week we are working on the exterior of the house. We aren't doing anything crazy, but we are making minor adjustments to make it look much better when we sell. This is the current state of our garage. Since we bought the house, it's been our dumping ground. Eventually, we do plan on getting a dumpster and getting rid of all this junk, but for now, this is where it stands. As you can see, we've got anything from old trim, toilets, floor scraps, old drywall, used doors, carpets, appliances, basically you name it, we've got it. We've had people come by to pick up any of the scraps that they may have wanted, and we'll continue to do that before we dump it. But for now, the first thing we're going to focus on is updating the exterior lights. We won't be painting the house, so minor changes like these are so important to making the outside look more updated. It only took about 5 minutes to take each existing light down, and Avery says that it was a super simple process. To replace those lights, we are putting in these medium exterior wall lanterns that we got from Home Depot for just around $25 each. I do think that these are very cute and modern. However, I will say after purchasing these, I did find something very similar on Amazon, and it was just around the same price, but for a 2-pack. So I will have those linked in my description box down below in case you are interested. To get the new light in place, the first thing Avery did was unscrew the 4 little screws. There were 2 on each side holding a back plate in. Doing this replaced the back plate so that he could get it mounted to the wall, but before mounting the new one, he is taking down the old one. This old one is much smaller and isn't going to fit the new light.
You want to be, obviously you don't want it mounted like this, because then the light will be facing that way. Out of sand, reaching for the ground. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond doors. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
After it was all set up, this is what it looked like. He did it on the other side of the garage as well to match, and together they look so good. I love that we picked these lights. There is also this little light right by the door that we decided we were going to replace as well. The process of removing the light was the same as the other 2, and it didn't take very long at all. After Avery got it down, we cut open the box to our new light. We are using the same light as the other 2. It is just a little bit smaller to match the space. Hookup was the same. The only difference is we decided to use a motion sensor light here. We did this because the alternative would have been having to do a lot more electrical work, and that's something that we decided we didn't want to do. Another really important thing that we wanted to get done before the snow actually fell for the winter was to take care of these cobwebs and spider webs. They were everywhere, and I was not only sick of looking at them as I walk up the front door, but this weekend would also be one of the last before we get really cold weather, and I don't want to completely freeze my butt off, so now is just a good time to get all of these swept up and out of here. Whether you guys are new here or coming back for more of this house renovation series, I would really appreciate it if you guys could give this video a like and comment your favorite part of this video. Any interaction will tell the YouTube algorithm that you are liking my content and therefore will push it out to more people, which is a huge thing for a small creator like me. Another way to support me is to subscribe if you aren't already. I am trying to reach a goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are getting super close to the new year, so I need your guys' help. And just like that, at least the front is clean. The next thing I wanted to do was to actually take the storm door off. I don't think this really adds to the curb appeal of this house, so we're gonna remove it and store it in the garage. However, we aren't going to throw it away just in case the people who buy this house want it put back on. Overall, it does function as it should, but it doesn't make the front door look as good.
Nope, you had it the right way. Oh yeah, you gotta push hard. Those are a bugger to get out. There you go. Yep. Mm.
Whoops. Okay.
Heavy? Oh, young one. There you go. Help.
Well, it's off. But yeah, you're gonna have to drop the phone and help me.
Okay.
Grab that piece before it falls.
Now that the storm door is off, I wanted to walk you through the yard a little bit. We have some major updates that have been done outside here. If you've been following along from the start, then you would recognize this wood from our old fence. We have slowly been taking it truckload by truckload back to Avery's dad's house because it makes great firewood. You may also notice that the old deck is completely destroyed and thrown into a big messy pile here because Avery's dad officially took off the unstable deck. I'm so glad because now no one can get injured walking on it. We also have been in the process of pulling a permit for a new deck. It's going to be the same 12 by 12 deck that tore down. This new one is going to be stable though. Avery's dad also drilled the footings for it, and in the next couple weeks the two of them are going to be working on building the new one. Because they will be building it, we won't have to pay any labor costs and we're only going to be paying for material. We also have a lot of trees that have kind of overgrown and is hanging over the house. There's also a tree branch that is right in the way of where the new deck is going. Since this has been filmed, we got Avery's stepdad Mike out here and he actually helped us trim back some of these trees. And there was a tree that was right in the way of the deck and he actually took that down completely for us. He also blew all the leaves into the forest area that you can see here. I didn't end up filming that day, so you won't see that done, but just know that it did get done and it looks so much better. We are hoping to sell the last week of February, or at least get it on the market the last week of February, which means it'll still be winter. It'll be the middle of winter still, and so we're not too concerned about outside here. Whoever buys this house will have to do some yard work come spring. So we are going to get this extra wood out of here, but aside from that, we're kind of done outside. One thing that you guys have not been told yet is that we actually have a fully functioning shed back here, and the inside is pretty nice. The exterior is decent, but it's not insulated or anything, but it's almost like they built it and never used it for anything. I'm sure they did. It's just pretty nice and it's pretty big, and it'll definitely be a good selling point for when we go to sell. Now we're gonna shut you in here with no way to get you out. Ha! After all this, we were kind of done with working at the reno house for the day. We get exhausted pretty quick doing this type of work. But like I said, little by little, we have been taking wood back to the house. So we spend the last 20 minutes or so at the reno house cutting wood down to fit into the truck and loading it up. This isn't our truck, so we don't always have it. So anytime that we do, we take advantage and fill it up. Here and there, we'll also take some contractor bags and fill them up with either some broken down drywall, some old carpet, a bunch of just junk that's in the garage, slowly just weeding away, and we'll bring it into the truck and bring it back to the house, especially if their trash cans are not full and the garbage man is coming the next day. It's the perfect time to just bring some garbage back since the service is being paid for regardless. After the truck is loaded up, we can close up and head on out. We won't be back till next weekend so that we can give the mudder and taper some space to work inside. But once he's done, we're gonna be ready to rock and roll on painting, and I cannot wait.